Hello students, I hope all of you are well. Welcome to my channel. In our previous lecture, we were discussing about Standard 10, Social Science subject, chapter number 10, India Agriculture, and we completed about the several crops, and in this video, we will go ahead in our discussion. I would like to congratulate all the students who reply through comment, and majority students go for correct answers, and I'm happy for that. Only one request, when you write the comment, just please write your name along with your comments so that I can able to use your name in my next video. So we will start with part number 3 of this lesson, with the concept called oil seeds. Now line by line we will read, and the area which I put a block that you need to underline in your textbook. The category of oil seeds, those crops whose seeds useful to get the edible means eatable oil. So let's start with that. Groundnut, till, soybean, castor, mustard, sunflower, etc. are considered to be oil seeds. They hold an important position in Indian meal. Okay, in Indian meal, in the Indian recipe, there is a different role of eatable oil, because it can make recipe tasty. So these are the crops: groundnut, till, soybean, castor, mustard, sunflower. Their oil used in eatable oil category. In the description of this video, you will able to get the detail photographs how this crop look like. So in that case, you can able to go through that. After edible oil is extract from the oil seeds. Means what? After you collect the oil from the oil seeds, the remaining oil cake, the remaining waste oil cake is used as animal fodder and also as biotic manure. Okay, so the point says that suppose you have a groundnut. Okay, now you get the oil from groundnut, but after you collect groundnut oil, then what you do with that waste? That waste is considered as animal fodder. It can be given to animal for eating purpose, and also as a biotic manure, and also in the category of biotic manure. Okay, as a biotic substance. Now we will go ahead. Groundnut, the second crop we have to go for. Now groundnut holds an important position in oil seeds. Now I told you in my previous lecture, and in my previous lecture description, you can able to get the link of a chart, how you have to prepare the chart. So kindly go through that, and I insist all these crops you will write in that chart so that you can able to remember them in the best possible way. So here says that for groundnut, you can able to see the photograph groundnut. Here groundnut available. On the bottom part, here groundnut available. Okay. So black and a mixture of loamy and sandy soil, land which would have not retained water, the land which not retain, not keep the water. Okay, 20 to 25 degrees Celsius temperature, 50 to 70 centimeter rainfall. These all are favorable condition for groundnut. As I told you, which type of soil required? Black and mixture of loamy and sandy soil. The land which not retain water, plus temperature 20 degree to 25 degrees Celsius, and 50 to 70 centimeter rainfall. These are the favorable condition for groundnut. Groundnut is sown as kharif crop. Please mark them. Groundnut comes under the category of kharif crop, and wherever there is a irrigation facility, it can be sown during summer also. Okay, so both these you have to note down. It's a kharif crop, but if irrigation facility is available, then you can able to sow this crop. You can able to get this crop in summer also. Okay, now which are the states? Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra are major producer of groundnut. Important, India ranks second after China in the world in the groundnut production. Okay, very clearly given. India rank second after China. So China is first, India is second in the production of groundnut. Gujarat leads the country in groundnut production. Means Gujarat available as top position as far as groundnut production concerned. Okay, so for us it is important as a Gujarati people that Gujarat leads the country in the groundnut production. But in Gujarat, where groundnut production available, which are the district? The district of Junagadh, Gir Somnath, Amreli, Rajkot, Bhavnagar, etc. produce groundnut. Okay, groundnut oil is used more in Gujarat as edible oil. So in Gujarat, the groundnut oil is maximum use as a edible oil in the recipes. The next is sesame or til. In Gujarati we say tal. Okay. Now til oil is used in til oil is used in India since ages. In North India, okay, important, please underline. To make a tricky question, these kind of sentences are sufficient. In North India, sesame or til is a rain-based kharif crop. Okay, but in South India, it is sown as a rabi crop and occasionally zaid crop also. So imagine, North India it is as kharif crop, but in South India, it is rabi crop also and zaid crop also. Almost all the states grow till. Okay, almost all the states. Among all oil seeds, underline, till has more content of oil. In till, you will get more quantity of oil. In almost all parts of the world, it is used as an edible oil. Again, it is information you have to remember. Major producers of till are Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh. They are the major producers of till. In Gujarat, which are the district and what is the specialty? Please underline, important for objective type of question. Gujarat ranks first in India in terms of till production. So Gujarat produce highest production of till and are sown as far as agriculture of till is concerned. Now next is in Gujarat, Banaskantha grows maximum till. Next, maximum export of till in the world is done by India. Okay, so India is highest exporter also. Now see, so many things are there in this particular paragraph. First of all, Gujarat ranked first in India in terms of production and the agriculture of till. In Gujarat, Banaskantha is first for growing maximum till, and maximum export of the till in the world done by India. So all these are important, very important point that can be converted into MCQ. Next, mustard. Now, the meaning of mustard is sarso. Okay, so mustard, underline, is a rabi crop and it is an important crop of North India. It's important crop. Mustard seeds and its oil are used for medicine and also as edible oil. So it can be used as a medicinal purpose and eatable purpose also. Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh are major producers of mustard. These are the information only. You have to remember. The only tricky question possible over here is which seeds oil can be used for medicine and edible oil purpose. Then answer is mustard. That you have to remember. Next category, coconut. Now coconut is a plantation crop. Okay, we learn in my first part of the lecture, I explained plantation agriculture means what. So if you don't know what is plantation agriculture, then go to the first part. coconut is a plantation crop of hot and humid coastal climate, means on the coastal area, on the coastal region. Okay, first of all, hot and humid climate. Second is majority coastal climate is favorable, and saline land where the ratio of salty substance are more. So saline land, these are the favorable condition for the production of coconut. Now in India, the coconut plantations are found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andaman Nicobar, etc. And in Gujarat, coconut is grown in coastal region. Okay, it is available in coastal area. A special type of coconut tree, underline, a special type of coconut tree which is shorter and giving more yield, more ratio is developed. Okay, that the height of the tree is shorter but give more quantity. In South India, coconut oil extract from the coconut kernel. Kernel means core part, the main part of coconut, inner part of coconut. So in South India, they get coconut oil from the coconut kernel, and it is used as edible, eatable oil. Besides its water, coconut water is useful as a healthy drink, which can be increase the immunity and create a healthy body. Okay. So it can be asked in exam that in South India, coconut oil extract from coconut kernel. Kernel means core part, the main part of coconut. Now, so many students make a mistake in exam. If you look at this diagram carefully below, this is not coconut tree. This is not coconut tree. These are the diagram of castor. Right hand side you see, this is the crop after cultivation. Okay, and this is the plant, how it look like. Now we will go for castor oil. Now underline, castor oil is also known as Divelia or Divel in local language. Can be asked, these type of corner questions can be possible. Castor oil is known as Divel or Divela. It is both, please underline, Kharif as well as Rabi crop. Castor is Kharif also, Rabi also. Castor is also known as Eranda in Gujarati. With 64%, India is the largest producer of castor in the world. Okay, see, with 64%, we are first in the production of castor. China and Brazil comes next respectively. So after India, second China, and then Brazil. So these are the three ranks which you have to remember. About 80% of its production comes from Gujarat. So whatever castor produced in India, out of them 80% is from Gujarat. So you can able to understand that what is the contribution of Gujarat state in the production of castor oil. Whatever castor produced in India, 80% produced in Gujarat. Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan are other producers. Okay, so Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan, they are the other states which produce castor oil. In Gujarat, the districts of Banaskantha, Patan, Sabarkantha, Rajkot, Junagadh, Amreli, they all are produced in little quantity. So these are the place you have to remember that in Gujarat, these are the district which produce castor. The oil from cotton seed, okay, underline, the oil from cotton seed, sunflower, paddy and maize also use increasingly as edible oils. The ratio is increasing. Okay. Now we go to next category, beverages. Now here the question comes. What is the meaning, exact meaning of beverages, that you have to write in comment section of our video. I repeat, you have to write the meaning of beverages in our comment section. Exact meaning. You can use internet, I don't mind. Okay. The first crop in this category is tea. Okay. Underline, tea is a plant of tropical as well as temperate zone. My question is still pending. Nobody write the answer in comment section in the previous video, which I asked that what you mean by temperate zone and torrid zone. Here also it is the same. Second question of the lecture, what is the meaning of temperate zone and torrid zone? Okay, tea is a plant of tropical, okay, as well as temperate zone. So tropical also you have to explain. So till now there are 3 questions I ask you in the comment section. The first question, what is the meaning of beverages? Second question, which is actually repeat, what do you mean by temperate zone and torrid zone? And third question is tropical means what? Okay, now we go ahead. The tea leaf and its tender sprouts, these part of leaf you can say, are processed, and its powder and smell leaves are used as in drinks. This is again information you have to remember. Underline, India produce maximum tea after China, means China is first. Okay, India produce maximum but after China. Sri Lanka, China and India are leading in tea exporters. We are exporting tea. Okay, Sri Lanka, China and India. Okay. Slopy land, which has a slope where the water easily flows down, not collected. Okay, on the slope, so water will be easily flows in down direction. Good iron content, the soil which contain good iron, 20 to 30 degree Celsius temperature, 200 centimeter of rain coming in the form of shower, okay, not force, shower, throughout the year are favorable condition for tea plantation. And tea is grown more in Assam, West Bengal, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Assam and West Bengal produce, okay, underline, Assam and West Bengal produce 75% tea of the nation. Means 70, whatever production of tea of our country, out of that 75% produced by Assam and West Bengal state. The tea leaves are very skillfully plucked from the plants. Okay, it requires skill. Not like that you will put your hand in the plant and snatch it. Okay, very softly and with very minute observation you have to pluck them from the plant, and that powder will be used, okay, in terms of tea and other things of as a drinking part. Next crop is under beverages category. By the way, you are able to see here how the tea look like. As I told you in my previous lecture, here also I am discussing the same with you, that in last board exam they show the photograph and you have to identify the crop and then you have to write down the short note. So that is why I am saying you observe the diagram carefully and then only you need to write the short note. So that's why diagrams are important. Next, the tea leaves are very skillfully plucked. Next part, coffee we have to go with. Now coffee, second crop of beverages category. Coffee is reared over the slopes of mountains in the shades of the larger tree. See, coffee crop grow under the shade of larger tree. The tree whose shadow is big, under that shadow this particular crop cultivate. Okay, and on the slope of mountains, and this larger tree is in such a way that no direct sunlight falls on the coffee leaves. So if you have a big tree, okay, and that big trees see that the shadow of sunlight is not fall on coffee leaves. That's why coffee leaves are, or coffee crop grown under the shadow of large trees. Now the coffee crop needs 150 to 200 centimeter of rainfall, 15 degree to 28 degree Celsius temperature, slopy and mountain land. These are the characteristics. Coffee is, underline, grown in abundance, extreme ratio. Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. These are the places where coffee grown maximum. Very important, 3 to 4 time ask in board exam. 3 to 4 time ask in board exam. Kurg area of Karnataka is well-known region for coffee production. Kurg area of Karnataka is well-known region for coffee production. And coffee seeds are extract. See, here we have to extract the seeds from the nuts, grained, crushed, and then it is used as a drink. Okay, you are able to see the photographs of coffee plantation. All these are information you have to remember. Next is coca. Now coca is prepared out of the seeds of the coca fruit. Okay, so basically we have to get the coca fruit, and if you break coca fruit, then you will get coca. Cocoa is beverage. Chocolate is prepared from coca. All this you have to remember, you have to underline. Okay. It requires hot and humid climate and extreme rainfall, and hot and humid climate required. Now African countries are major producers, okay, because they have this favorable environment or climate situation. Coca production is on increase in Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu states. These are the states where coca produce maximum. So that also you have to remember. Next, after that we have to go for the concept, that is cash crop. The next topic we have to go, that is cash crop. Okay. In cash crops, first we have to discuss about cotton. Now cotton is a kharif crop. Now those sentence which I mark like this, I hope you are aware that you have to underline in your textbook. Cotton is a kharif crop. Now cotton holds an important place as a cash crop in Gujarat and in India. Okay, so important place as a cash crop, Gujarat also and our country India also. At world level, India at the second place in the production, usage and export of cotton. Be careful, there are three things. India is second. Okay, production of cotton, use of cotton and export of cotton. In all these three categories, India holds second rank. Cotton without seed is obtained from cotton plant. We have a cotton plant, and from that cotton plant you can able to get cotton, and this cotton is known as white gold in India. Please underline. Okay, the question can be asked, cotton without seed is obtained from the cotton plant, and that is known as dash. At the place of dash it will come as white gold. Beside the cotton seeds, oil is used to prepare edible oil. Okay, cotton seeds can be used to produce eatable oil, and its seeds and oil cake are used as animal food. So after you collect the oil, whatever the waste material available, that can be used as oil cake, okay, and as animal fodder. Now next is the next sentence related with which type of situation required to cultivate cotton crops. Black lava soil which can retain humidity for longer time. Soil with plenty of minerals contains hot and humid climate, 20 degree to 35 degree Celsius temperature and 30 to 70 centimeter rainfall required. They are called favorable condition for cotton. Again I clarify, please bifurcate this detail in tabular format so that it will be easy for you to remember. Black lava soil, hot and humid climate mentioned, where humidity can retain for longer time. Okay, humidity retained by soil for longer time. Plenty of mineral contains 20 to 35 degrees Celsius temperature, 30 to 70 centimeter rainfall. The growing seasons for cotton is about 6 to 8 months. It requires 6 to 8 months to grow cotton. Frost situation, okay, frost situation damage the cotton crop. So if there is a frost available in environment, climatical situation, then it is damage the cotton crop. In India, major cotton producing states are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha. They all are the state produce cotton. As the farmers of Gujarat have accepted, underline, BT cotton seeds. It's a type of cotton seeds. BT cotton seeds. Gujarat stands, underline, Gujarat stands first in India in area sown where the cotton crop cultivated, productivity of cotton, and total production and quality of cotton. In all these category, Gujarat stand first. I repeat, the area where cultivation of cotton crops, productivity, total production in India, and the quality of cotton, Gujarat stands first. In Gujarat, where cotton cultivated, that is, cotton is grown more in Surendranagar, Rajkot, Vadodara, Ahmedabad, Sabarkantha, Mehsana, Botad, Bharuch, Kheda, Surat, Panchmahal, Amreli, Bhavnagar, Patan, Junagadh, and Jamnagar. Our city Bhavnagar is also there. See, so these are the districts where cotton crops grown. Now you can see the map. The area which is pink color, that states produces cotton. Okay. Then green color is sugarcane and brown is jute. Now jute, cotton and sugarcane can be asked in map work, students. Please be careful. And as far as map work is concerned, I will try my level best to prepare separate video for map work. Right now in the comment section, you have to tell me two states with the help of map about jute, sugarcane and cotton. Jute and sugarcane is available now in the next page. Sugarcane first. We'll discuss sugarcane. Okay. Sugarcane is a major crop in India. Maximum sugarcane is sown in India in the world. Highest sugarcane grown in India in the world. In production, India ranks second after Brazil. As far as the production of sugarcane concerned, okay, India rank second after Brazil. So common sense, Brazil is first as far as production concerned. Okay, see, maximum sugarcane is grown, okay, sown in India in the world. That is one thing, and production, that is another thing. Both are different, so please don't get confused. In production, India ranks second after Brazil. Now sugar, then gur, khandasari and ethanol. These are the products out of sugarcane. Can be asked in 1 mark. Give the name of those products which you can prepare from sugarcane. Okay, so they are sugar, gur, khandasari, ethanol are produced out of sugarcane. Black fertile alluvial lava soil is a requirement of sugarcane. Hot and humid climate, 21 degree to 70 degree Celsius temperature, 75 to 100 centimeter rainfall. They are necessary for sugarcane. Uttar Pradesh is at the top in the area sown. Okay, among all the states, Uttar Pradesh is the highest area sown. But Maharashtra leads in the production. See again, area sown and production, they are different. Okay, where area sown means what? Where you put seeds in the land and then start growing. That is area sown. And production is altogether different thing. So I am again clarifying. Okay, please be careful. So that is why I am saying again and again, please be careful. Uttar Pradesh is at the top in area sown, means for the production of crop, means agriculture. Uttar Pradesh is at the top in the agriculture of sugarcane. But Maharashtra leads in the production. That means Maharashtra get first rank in the products of sugarcane, like sugar, gur, khandasari, ethanol. These are the products. So in the production based on sugarcane, Maharashtra is first. And as far as the agriculture of sugarcane concerned, Uttar Pradesh is at the top. So both are different things. I hope you understand. South Gujarat and Saurashtra produce more sugarcane in Gujarat. Okay, so that's why we have to keep this in mind. South Gujarat and Saurashtra. Saurashtra means Bhavnagar, Rajkot, etc. So South Gujarat and Saurashtra produce more sugarcane in Gujarat. And next is jute. Now India produces maximum of jute in the world. Okay, I repeat, please underline. India produce maximum of jute in the world. Okay, and the jute fiber is called golden fiber, can be asked in exam. See, these are the auxiliary information, or you can say can be converted into corner question, that India produces maximum of jute in the world, and the jute fiber is called golden fiber. Jute cloth, okay, gunny bags, mattresses, rope, bags, footwears, handicrafts items, etc. are made from jute. So here there are various jute related products are mentioned, where we have a gunny bags, okay, for the food grains and all those. Then mattresses, ropes, bags, footwears, all these are the products made from jute. India has a strong competition from Bangladesh. Okay, strong competition from Bangladesh with regards to cheap labor in jute industry. Okay, here it is very clearly mentioned that we have a competition along with Bangladesh, because in Bangladesh, as far as labor charge is concerned, Bangladesh has cheap labor. So that's why we have a competition with Bangladesh. And jute requires fertile soil of the delta region, where new sediment is deposited every year. Now see, first of all, delta region, okay, is required, and new sediment, new alluvial, new sediment is deposited every year. That is favorable for jute. Okay, delta region means a triangular kind of shape where the water brings alluvial. Okay, and that's why it's fertile, and that's why it is mentioned that fertile soil, because of the new sediment deposit every year. It contains hot and humid climate, 30 to 40 degrees Celsius temperature, more than 100 centimeter rainfall. All this you have to prepare in tabular format. And jute is grown more in the Ganga Delta in West Bengal. Okay, the delta region of Ganga River in West Bengal, Assam, Bihar, Orissa, and Uttar Pradesh. These are the areas where jute grown more. As you can see in figure 10.8, this is the these are the trees of jute. Then you can see how they work, and then you can able to see the products made by jute. Okay, as I told you, please remember the pictorial information, because it can be easily converted into question of 2 marks and 3 marks. Now next we have to go for is tobacco. Underline, tobacco is a kharif crop. Sandy loamy soil, all this you have to write in that tabular format, which I explained you in my first and second video both. So sandy loamy soil required for tobacco, 20 degrees Celsius temperature, 100 centimeter rainfall. They are suitable for tobacco cultivation. These are very suitable. Now soil is determining factor that climate for tobacco cultivation. Okay, now here it's a very clear and cut instruction given that soil is determining factor compared to climate. Like for example, if I want to go for cultivation of tobacco, then soil matters a lot compared to climatical conditions. Now major 4 countries in the world which grow and export tobacco are, now here it is mentioned the name of the country: China, Brazil, India, and USA. They are major 4 countries in the world. Okay, and they grow and export the tobacco. Okay, and their names are China, Brazil, India, and US. Now another thing, I don't know, but there are several I heard that several teachers are saying that these names are in order. I not verify. If any students can verify that these names are given, are they in sequence? I mean to say China first, then Brazil, then India, and then US. Are they like that? Because without verification, there are so many teachers who are teaching this that when it's asked in exam, then China first, Brazil second, India third, and US fourth. So I want some students to help me find out the country whether this is in order or not. Only that much you have to mention in the comment section. Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka are major states producing tobacco in India. So these are the name of the states given. The Charotar, important, very important. The Charotar region of Kheda and Anand district, Mehsana, Vadodara, Panchmahal grow more tobacco. These are the location of Gujarat where the cultivation of tobacco or growing tobacco more. Now, another important information, about 80% of BD tobacco of India is produced in Gujarat. Okay, whatever tobacco used for making BD, 80% tobacco of that requirement in our country is satisfied by Gujarat. Tobacco is used to make gutka, BD, cigarette, snuff, etc. Tobacco consumption is harmful to health. We all are aware about that. Very, very, very harmful. Okay, and it can spoil life within few months. Okay. Now Sikkim is the first state. See, this is what board asks. Corner question. Please mark. Sikkim is the first state to ban tobacco gutka. In Sikkim, it is banned. You cannot eat tobacco gutka inside the premises of the state. So this is the information of tobacco. Now next we will go for rubber. Now rubber is prepared out of milk oozing out of the latex trees. So rubber is collected, okay, from the liquid of the rubber tree. Okay, acetic acid is mixed with the milk collected from the rubber plantation, because whenever when you try to collect rubber from the rubber tree, okay, actually it's look like a white color milk, okay, and that is collected from the rubber plantation, and then it is heated, okay, on low temperature to obtain rubber, to collect rubber, and it is used in many industrial products like tire, tubes, etc. So these are the places where rubber can be used. Now oozing out word, some students may have a doubt. Oozing out means what? Like for example, if you hit the tree, then some liquid will come out, okay, that is called oozing out, and that is here look like a milk, so it is compared with milk, and in that what we collect, we will mix acetic acid, and then we go for heated with a low temperature, so that we will get the rubber. Now the requirement, it is used, okay, then rubber plantation is carried out in the regions of hot and humid climate and heavy rainfall. The area where we have a heavy rainfall, there you can able to go for production. Malaysia, important, Malaysia ranked first in the world in rubber production. And in India, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Assam and Tripura are rubber producing state. If you observe, these are those states where heavy rainfall is there. Assam, Tripura, we already aware. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, I myself visit and observe how they try to collect it. So these are the states where they go for plantation of rubber. Next, after discussing about the rubber, the next topic which we have to go for, that is medicinal and condiments and spices. Those crops which can be considered used as spices or medicinal, okay, purpose. Now I try my level best to speak several words in Gujarati. The purpose is you can able to compare them in a local market. Gujarat rank first. Gujarat rank first in the production. Please underline, in the production of cumin seed, that is Jiru, fennel, that is Variali, and Isabgul in the world. These are the crops where Gujarat ranked first. See, be careful, students. See where I am highlighting right now. What is mentioned? In the world. Gujarat ranked first in the world. Remember, Gujarat ranked first. Common sense. If Gujarat ranked first in the world, then Gujarat ranked first in India also. Clear? So, cumin seed, fennel seeds, and isabgol. Okay. The cumin seed means jeeru, fennel seed means variali, and isabgol. In that production, Gujarat ranked first in the world. Beside this, India leads in the production and export of dried coriander, fenugreek, mustard, suba, and ajwain. Now, India leads. Okay, it mentioned that India leads in the production and the export of these products. I will speak in Gujarati. Dhana, methi, rai, suba, and ajma. These are the words used over here. And India contributes about 35%. 35% in the total world production of condiments. So that ratio you needs to remember. Okay, 35% in the total world production of condiments. Okay, so this you have to remember. Next, in India, black pepper, cinnamon, clove, etc. are in high demand in the country and the world. Okay, so the speciality of India, I should say, about the black pepper, kali mari, okay, cinnamon, taj, okay, clove, loving, okay, these are in the high demand in our own country also, plus abroad also. Ashwagandha, tulsi, karyatu, mindiyaval, white musli, madhunashini, ashok, garmal, lindi pepper, gado, aloe vera are included as medicinal plant, and mint, menthol, and palmarosa, lemongrass are included as flavored crops. Now about all these crops you learn in 9th standard. Medicinal plant concept was there, okay, in 9th standard syllabus, and where we already discussed about the information of these crops. Okay, so these are the products which can be used as medicinal part. Okay, there Gujarati is difficult for you to remember, so but still if you wish you can search on Google, but I insist this you don't convert, because majority itself in Gujarati. Tulsi remain tulsi only, for example. So these are the medicinal condiments and spices. Now we go for fruit, vegetables, and flowers. Now in the fruit production, India ranks second after China. Please mark this properly. Fruits like banana, mango, apple, grape, naspati, orange, etc. are grown in India. Bananas are grown in Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. So now fruit wise, please remember the states. I repeat, fruit wise you have to remember the states. Okay. So bananas are grown in Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Maharashtra. Apple in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and grapes, that is Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. As the grape production is less than its demand, it is imported from Afghanistan. Imagine, students, grape production is less compared to its demand. Say for example, we have a grapes of demand of we have a demand of grapes, say 1 lakh kg, but our production is not 1 lakh kg. So what we are doing is we are importing grapes from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Australia. these three countries sell their grapes to us. So it may be possible that the grapes which you are eating may be possible from Afghanistan or from Pakistan or from Australia. Alright. Beside, various vegetables are grown. Flowers like rose, jui, mogro, galgota are also cultivated, and thus we have various crops are grown in India. Now things to know. There are several things which we need to know. With the increasing the cultivation of a cash crops, there is a shortage of grass, especially for animal fodder, for animal eating purpose, shortage of grass. Various types of grass like fodder crop, dharap, that is Gujarat dharap 1, anjan, that is pusa yellow anjan, marcel. Okay, now sometimes there is a confusion. Actually it is not marcel, it is marvel. Okay, please rectify in your textbook. It is marvel. Okay, this part you have to rectify. It is marvel. Gujarat marvel grass 1. Then we have shaniyar. That is Gujarat shaniyar 1. These all are the types of grass. Okay. And jinjwo, dhaman, hemlata, hemeta, I speak wrongly, very sorry, hemeta, Calatoria are grown in Gujarat. All this you have to remember. All this you have to remember. Why I am saying? Because their names are difficult to remember and board may ask the question from this area, because the part which you are thinking to skip, sometimes question comes from that area only. So that's why I mark it. Please try to remember that. These are the, these are types of grass, and these grass can be grown for animal fodder, and they are grown in Gujarat. These are all grown in Gujarat. If you see Gujarat dharap, Gujarat marvel, Gujarat shaniyar, these are the grass grown in Gujarat. Generally, all grass types should be collect in the month of October. All the grass harvest in the month of October. That is after 4 months of their sowing them. Okay, so they harvest in October, but they are sowing, they start cultivating, they start agriculture of this grass 4 months before October. So you understand which month. Okay. Now students, here the details about the crops are over. Now we will see the situation of agriculture in our country and various reforms of agriculture in our country. So altogether it is a very different concept now, and this topic we will discuss in the next part, that is part 4 of this chapter. In the description of the video, I would like to upload the link of this, where you can able to see the picture, sesame, then mustard, then castor oil, then cocoa, then jute, then cotton. All this you can able to see. I will upload the link in the description, and from there you can able to see these photographs, and also you can able to remember. So I would like to conclude over here, and in part 4 we will discuss about technical and institutional reforms in agriculture, and that will be the last part of this lesson. Thank you.